So, Denia is coming to Wuthering Waves, and she might be one of the most valuable upcoming characters because of one thing: team flexibility. At first, she looked like a simple fusion sub-DPS who applies fusion burst, gives buffs, deals off-field damage, then leaves. But Denia is more than that. Her resonance mode switching mechanic lets her shift between fusion burst mode and tune strain mode, giving her two different ways to support your team, and that's exactly why she looks so valuable. So, let's get into Denia's kit.
Before you drop Lynae on the new banners, stop paying full price. LDShop gives you up to 30% off Wuthering Waves and all your other favorite gacha games. For example, the $5 Lynae subscription is just $2.99 for new users. Going big, the massive 6480 pack is only $76.74. It's completely safe with their instant self-top-up feature. Just log in, select your server, and you're set. You even keep your first-time double top-up bonuses. Created by the LD player team, they boast a perfect 100 trust score on Scam Advisor and excellent reviews on Trustpilot. New users get a 15% discount plus an extra 5% when you use my special link. Stop getting overcharged. Click the link in the pinned comment and description to start saving with LDShop today.
Let's start with Fusion Burst mode. In this mode, Denia supports fusion-based teams, especially characters that care about fusion burst stacks. She can apply fusion burst to enemies, increase fusion damage, and help boost the overall damage of fusion characters. The good part is, this doesn't only benefit one specific DPS. Even fusion characters who are not fully built around fusion burst can still take advantage of what Denia provides. She can also deal damage and apply effects from off-field, which is exactly what you want from a strong sub-DPS. She doesn't need to steal too much field time from your main DPS. She enters, sets things up, leaves her damage behind, and lets the carry do the work. Very professional, very efficient, no unnecessary overtime. Then we have Tune Strain mode, and this is where Denia becomes more universal. Instead of only supporting fusion teams, she can help teams that revolve around Tune Strain, Tune Break, and general damage amplification. This makes her more flexible than a normal sub-DPS, because she isn't locked into just one element or one type of team. That flexibility is what gives her strong long-term value. A character who only works in one team can be strong now, but easier to replace later. Denia, on the other hand, may continue to work with future characters, especially if more units benefit from Tune Strain or Tune Break mechanics. Another big part of Denia's kit is her transformation through Resonance Liberation. This is not just a cool visual change. It seems to give her a real power spike, stronger damage, and a more impactful role during her field time. But even with that, Denia doesn't seem like a character you force into being a main DPS. Can she probably do damage? Yes. Should that be her main role for most players? Probably not. Her real strength is making your main DPS stronger, while also adding her own damage and utility. She also has an off-field field effect that can damage enemies and pull them toward the center. That crowd control is very useful in AoE content, because grouped enemies are much easier to hit. Your DPS spends less time chasing enemies around, and more time actually deleting them. Quick announcement, I'm giving away one Lynae subscription for Wuthering Waves. To enter, just comment down below, which character are you pulling in this version? That's it. Liking the video and subscribing would really help support the channel, but they're completely optional and not required to join the giveaway. Good luck to everyone, and alright, let's get back to Denia.
Now let's quickly talk about Denia's rotation. Her goal is simple: stay on field as little as possible while still building Forte, applying Fusion Burst, and setting up her buffs. A good setup starts with Skill, Liberation, Skill. After that, go through your support rotation, then bring Denia back in with her intro. By the time she comes back, she should already be in breakdown form with Void Particle ready, so she doesn't waste time building from zero. She can immediately start consuming it, use the important parts of her kit, then swap out. So overall, Denia is all about fast setup, quick damage, and short field time. She gets in, does her job, and lets your main DPS take over. Now for her duplicates, or resonance chain. The simple version is this.
Denia already looks strong at S0. Her main value is already there with her 2 modes, off-field damage, buffs, and fast sub-DPS rotation. So for free-to-play players or low spenders, 1 copy should be enough to make her useful. Her S1 looks more like comfort and damage improvement, giving things like extra crit damage and better resistance to interruption during parts of her kit. Basically, it makes her smoother to play and less likely to get slapped out of her animation. S2 looks like the more interesting early upgrade because it improves her value in both Fusion Burst and Toon Strain teams. If someone wants to invest a little more into Denia, S2 might be the best stopping point to watch. Her later sequences mostly increase her personal damage and improve parts of her liberation or field effects. And S6 is the whale zone. Very strong, very flashy, but definitely not something most players need. So for most players, the realistic answer is S0 is good, S1 is smoother, S2 is the interesting upgrade, and S6 is for people who have a personal rivalry with endgame content. Now moving to teams, Denia's most obvious pairing is probably with Aemeath and Chisa. Aemeath has been waiting for a proper Fusion Burst partner, and Denia seems built to fill that role. She gives Aemeath a strong alternative team and helps reduce the problem of too many DPS characters needing the same premium supports. In AoE content, Denia might feel especially good because of her grouping and off-field damage. The second team to watch is Luuk and Mornier. This is where Toon Strain mode becomes valuable. Luuk benefits a lot from enemies being affected by Toon Strain-related effects, but uptime can sometimes be the issue. Denia helps make that setup more consistent. Instead of your damage going up and down like your mood after losing a 50-50, she helps keep the team's output more stable. For the third team, you could do like a supportless Galbrenna Motto fusion with Lupa because of the sheer amount of fusion buffs that she gives. It's actually absolutely incredible, so that team definitely works.
Now, for Denia's weapon, her signature will most likely be her best option, especially if you want to maximize both her personal damage and support value. But if you already have Stringmaster, you probably don't need to panic pull the weapon immediately. Stringmaster should still be a strong alternative because of its useful stats and universal value for rectifier users. For Echoes, her build depends on which mode you're using. If you're playing her in a fusion-focused team, then the fusion-related Echo set should be the priority. If you're using her in Toon Strain mode with a non-fusion DPS, then the Toon Break or Toon Strain-focused set should be better. So Denia isn't locked into one build. You can adjust her depending on what your team needs. Also, if you're planning to pull on these upcoming banners and want to save some money, check out LDShop through the link in the description and pinned comment. New users can get the Lunite subscription for only $2.99, which is way cheaper than paying full price in-game. So, how valuable is Denia actually? Her value is not just about one team, it's about how many problems she can solve at once. She can support fusion teams, support Toon Strain teams, deal off-field damage, group enemies, and possibly work with future characters. She also helps reduce pressure on highly contested supports, which is a big deal if you're building multiple teams. Is she a must-pull for everyone? Not really. If your account is already comfortable and you're saving for future characters, skipping her is not the end of the world. Your account will survive. Emotionally, that depends on how much you like her. But if you use Aemeath, Luuk, or fusion characters that need better support, Denia becomes much harder to ignore. She looks like a flexible sub-DPS with strong long-term value, and those characters usually age very well. So my final answer is this. If you want a character who brings damage, utility, off-field pressure, crowd control, and team flexibility, Denia looks extremely worth considering. She doesn't just fit into teams, she opens up more team options. But now, I want to hear from you. Are you pulling for Denia, or are you saving your Astrites like a responsible person? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like the video if this helped, and subscribe for more Wuthering Waves breakdowns. Thanks for watching, good luck with your polls, and I'll see you in the next one.